Hey, I'm Josh with Walkers, and this week we're getting in some training with the pistol, and I've got the new SHOTSYNC from Walkers. So SHOTSYNC is a timer from Walkers dedicated for me, the individual shooter. And what I mean by that is when I'm in here in the range and I'm getting these drills in, I could have a typical timer on my hip and look at the data after each rep. I could do a bunch of that stuff, but then it's me remembering it or me writing it down. SHOTSYNC is different because it integrates with an app in the Walkers Link app on my phone, and it saves all of that data for me. So I can get training in here today, get some really good reps in, and look at trends, look at those metrics after I finish today to see what it is that I'm lacking in, what I could be improving in, a bunch of that stuff. So we're gonna get some reps in on this, and I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about with the new Walkers SHOTSYNC. So when I'm looking through this, right, my first shot was at 119. Okay, so I'd target about a second on my draw. And so 119 was a slow start here at 7 yards on a pretty big piece of paper. Shot 17 split between those first two shots. So that's okay, I'm targeting about 15s. And then it gives me that data throughout. So I shot 17, I shot an 18, and I shot an 18 on my two fast shots at the beginning of this drill. And then I typically had about a half-second pause. I had a 5.2, a 5.5, and a 4.9 when I went up to that head box for my third shot. So that gives me at least some guidelines. I'm shooting 17 splits on the close stuff, and I'm shooting about a 0.5, half a second when I transition up to the head box. So now I'm gonna start a new session, and when I hit go and I start my timing here, I'll be able to let the app compare session 1 and session 2 to give me some real data as it relates to, am I improving? Am I getting better as I go? Or do I need a lot of practice? So let's take a look at that. All right, start session 2. So on my first shot, I did a 118, again, still well over the second. I've got work to do. I can work on that on dry fire, right? Knowing that that's a challenge. I shot 16 split, 18 split, 17 split. Okay, still a little bit above the 1.5 that I was looking for, but 0.46, under a half second on my transition to the head box, 0.43 and 0.44. So I drove that down on my second set. All right, so I pushed that first shot just outside of the zone I wanted it. So I lost a little accuracy on that, but did get around a second. First shot on the whole sequence was 113. Then I shot a 17, an 18, and a 17. Drove my second shot split down to 3.6, 4.1, and 3.8. So I've been driving that split time down between the second shot on the body and up to the head. So that is good. Now I'm jumping into details here, and I can compare all 3 sessions. And so what it's showing me is that in my current session, I'm shooting 17s, previous 4 sessions, I'm driving down. So I'm getting closer to the 15 that I was looking for. My first shot, current session I was at 113, previous 4 sessions I was closer to 1.1. So really ultimately what it does for us is it eliminates my need to have to take notes and wonder and just think, oh, I feel like I'm getting faster. It's like, no, you got real data at the end of your session. As long as your drills are consistent. You set up a consistent drill to measure your success and run a bunch of reps on it. Maybe come back here, save this data, come back here 2 weeks from now after I get a bunch of training in, and how have I actually improved on this standard, whatever the standard is. So SHOTSYNC from Walkers has got all kinds of capabilities for you, the individual shooter, to improve your shooting skills. Dropping this week at SHOT Show is the SHOTSYNC from Walkers. Something to take a look at if you want to get better at shooting. So if this was interesting to you, got some value out of it, learned something new about SHOTSYNC, jump in below and subscribe to the YouTube channel. And if you've got tools that you use on a regular basis to help you improve at shooting, we'd like to hear about it in the comments below.